Over the last 20 years, the U.S. has outsourced much of its drug manufacturing to China. The lower cost made it seem like a good idea at the time, but now, in the middle of a pandemic, the U.S. could find itself at China's mercy.
This is very hidden from the American public. It took me 3 years to figure this out.
Author Rosemary Gibson wrote China RX 2 years ago. In it, she chronicled America's over-reliance on China for generic prescription drugs and pointed out a potential result of that dependence.
And that prediction was, in the event of a natural disaster or a global pandemic, if China shuts the door on exports, on sending us these important products, the United States could end up standing in line with other countries to get these core components for our medicines.
2 years later, COVID-19 is rocking the world, setting the stage for Gibson's warning to possibly come true.
We have production shutdowns in China because people were not going to work. Transportation routes and logistics have been disrupted.
Right now, we buy generic drugs from China for numerous conditions, including Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, diabetes, high blood pressure, HIV/AIDS, depression.
We can't make the generic antibiotics that mothers give to their children for ear infections, or that you take for bronchitis or pneumonia.
Gibson says that's because China controls the core chemicals to make them. She says China makes 10% of our generic drugs, and with that amount growing, they could soon name their price.
Our dependence will be total.
It's a problem so serious, Gibson recently testified, along with other experts, on Capitol Hill.
There's no question the coronavirus is causing a concern on our supply chain on drugs. That's a fact. And we need to be able to have domestic productions. That's a need.
A need that could lead to a solution.
We have to bring our ability to make our medicines back home. We have some tremendously talented, innovative people in this country, and they want to start making medicines in a quicker, faster, cheaper way.
Gibson pointed out, however, that companies will need government backing to get it done. Otherwise, China will undercut them.
What the medicine dependency of the United States on unreliable and probably dangerous Chinese suppliers represents is a microcosm of what the Chinese have been doing to us for decades.
Gibson says COVID-19 has provided a costly wake-up call that was necessary.
It's become real. It's not theoretical. This is real. And so this is a motivation for us to fix it.
The other issue, quality control. Gibson says some of the medicines from China have been found to either be contaminated or not contain any medicine at all results that do not bode well for the health of the American consumers. Eric Phillips, CBN News.